The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Floating away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A jet sweep pass. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can. Scott.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off-play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Michigan offense. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Off the play fake. He'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With the catch, it's McCulley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks into the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League-level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the passes.
Makes a grab, pass the marker. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Boilermakers are on the move. They'll run it to the right. Oh, better look out. Discards him with the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bringing the heat. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Boilermakers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Corners are going to bail. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Moore. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on second down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point splits the uprights. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Across the 25, he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake, but You know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And
a lot of space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
how about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lofts one high and deep. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. So here comes the Michigan offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it down the seam. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes.